Why my father's family meeting became his biggest financial nightmare. My old man always thought he was the smartest guy in the room, especially when that room was his mahogany-paneled office in downtown Chicago. He spent 30 years building a reputation, but he spent 30 seconds deciding to stab me in the back. See my pops? Let's call him Big Rick thought he'd just convince me to sign over the deed to the family's upstate vineyard. It was a gift from my late mother. She'd left it to me specifically because she knew Rick would try to turn it into a sterile, soulless golf course the second she was gone. Last Tuesday, Rick calls a family meeting at a 5-star steakhouse. He shows up with 2 guys in $5,000 suits, his personal attack dogs from the law firm. Rick slides a gold pen across the white tablecloth and says, "Leo, be a team player. You're 25. You don't want to be tied down to a bunch of grapevines and dirt. Sign the trust over to me and I'll give you $100,000 cash right now." He smiled that fake politician smile, the one that never quite reaches his eyes. He actually thought I was that naive. He called me son, but he looked at me like a liability. The real kicker? He didn't know I'd been talking to the vineyard's accountant, a sweet lady named Martha who'd been there since 1992. Martha had found some interesting discrepancies in the company's tax filings. It turns out Big Rick had been using the vineyard's payroll to fund his weekend trips to Vegas for years. I didn't touch the pen. Instead, I pulled out my tablet and tapped play on a recording from his own office. The entire restaurant heard him laughing about how he was going to fleece his own kid to pay off his $3 million gambling debt. The look on his face? It was priceless. His skin went from expensive tan to ghostly white in 3 seconds flat. One of the lawyers actually stood up and walked away before the audio even finished. He knew a sinking ship when he saw one. I leaned in, real close, and whispered, "Rick, keep the $100,000. You're gonna need it for the IRS." Because Martha and I already sent them the real books this morning. I walked out of that steakhouse feeling lighter than air. He wanted a family meeting, but all he got was a masterclass in why you never, ever underestimate the kid you spent 20 years ignoring.